Israel Adesanya and Corey Overtime Anderson. All right, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight.
Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face. He pushes forward. He gets to the clinch, loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip, getting grabbed by a crocodile. He is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses.
And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight. Well, it took him just over a year on the UFC roster to realize a piece of this UFC middleweight championship. He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, a guy you tried to bring in to emulate John Jones back in the day.
Absolutely. You knew right away when you watch Israel fight that he has an ability to fight in so many different ways. If he's coming to play a part, he's going to play that part better than anyone else you can find.
Yeah.
It's because of the adaptability. It's his ability to change the way that he's fighting based on his opponent. In the Derek Brunson fight, he did a lot of kneeing because he knew Brunson was going to wrestle him. But in the fight against Kelvin Gastelum was a lot of punches and kicks because the wrestling threat was not so great. You gotta have that if you hope to compete and stay atop your division for a long time.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Anderson is 30. Adesanya is 31. Anderson weighed in at 205 pounds. Adesanya will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Corey Anderson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 24 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 200 pounds. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out. You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up for.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up. just out of range with that kick attempt. Did a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Adesanya gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
That right hand hurt him a little bit. Beautiful takedown
Double
land.
leg takedown is true. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Good work from the top here by Anderson. All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
1 minute to go here in the opening round. Anderson's has got full mount now. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack his north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, with that, we now present round two. Israel Adesanya and Corey Anderson. Slips the punch. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Let's go. Anderson gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Single collar tie now. Anderson gets hit by that kick to the body. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Nice leg kick.
Beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Oh, nice job by him there to slip that off. And they separate. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh! There, DC, he is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, he might be out. Total strikes have landed for Corey Anderson. And the accuracy rate 57% above the UFC average. That's been a big story of this fight tonight against Israel Adesanya. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him, oh, and there's that double leg takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
And that's the end of round number 2.
All right, brother, take a seat. Great round, great round. He has no answer for the leg kick. I want you to get out there and keep wailing away on that leg. You're gonna chop that thing.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
All right, here we go with our next round. Lot to be happy about in that previous round. He was attacking the head at will, and until his opponent adjusts, might as well go back to it.
There was no negative to him headhunting. Most times the coaches yell, don't headhunt, don't headhunt. I'm yelling headhunt if I'm his corner, because every time he's throwing, he's landing. Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one. Great punch.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
75 total strikes have landed for Corey Anderson, and landing with 59% accuracy against Israel Adesanya. Adesanya gets the tie clinch here.
Good takedown defense by Israel.
Huge right hand! Big diving punch lands.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Israel Adesanya gets up. He is back on the feet here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Breathe for me. It's okay. Deep breath. Slow that heart rate down. You're fine.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, you ready? You ready? Let's go, fight.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we'll get back in range. Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Oh, and he defends another takedown there, so it looked like a pretty good entry, but once again, unable to get him down.
Great balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside, turned that double into a single, sprawled, and got away from his opponent. Great job.
And they separate. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
He's not fitting to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Takedown defense holds up. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. All right, the ref is going to step in here. Wasn't seeing enough action. He lets him back up.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
Anderson's lower jaw does not. Oh! That is going to do it! Corey Anderson!
He got it! What a fight!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Corey Anderson.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also most times walk away with a $50,000